Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90 Day Fiancé, the other way. Jenny wasn't happy about moving in with Sumit's family. 90 Day Fiancé, the other way stars Jenny and Sumit spoke with Access Hollywood about the new season of the show. 90 Day Fiancé, the other way. Jenny wasn't happy about moving in with Sumit's family. When Jenny Slatin packed her bags and boarded a plane for India, she imagined a new life with the man she loved, Sumit Singh. What she didn't expect was that her happily ever after would include moving into a crowded home with his entire family. Fans of 90 Day Fiancé, the other way know that Jenny has never exactly thrived in situations where tradition, obligation, and in-law expectations rule the household. And when Sumit broke the news that they'd need to stay with his family, Jenny's reaction was far from thrilled. The dream versus reality. Jenny spent years working toward the dream of starting fresh in India with Sumit. After their long-distance romance, catfish scandal, and Sumit's secret marriage revelation, the couple finally began carving a path forward together. Jenny wanted peace, intimacy, and the kind of companionship she'd been waiting decades to find. But instead of waking up in a cozy two-person apartment, she suddenly found herself sharing kitchen duties, living space, and family politics with Sumit's parents and extended relatives. For a woman in her 60s who imagined her retirement as calm and independent, the adjustment wasn't easy. "I wasn't happy about it," Jenny admitted in her confessional. "I left everything behind in America for a life with Sumit, not for a life with Sumit's entire family." Culture clash at home. Living in an Indian household is vastly different from Jenny's life back in Palm Springs. From the moment she stepped into the home, she was surrounded by constant activity. Children running, relatives cooking, neighbors dropping by unannounced, and family meetings that seemed to happen daily. Privacy, something Jenny cherished, was practically non-existent. On top of that, Jenny struggled with cultural expectations. In India, the eldest son is often expected to remain close to his parents, taking on the role of caretaker as they age. For Sumit's family, this wasn't just tradition, it was obligation. For Jenny, it felt like another chain tying Sumit away from the independence they both said they wanted. While Jenny tried her best to show respect, she often felt like an outsider who didn't quite understand all the unspoken rules. Whether it was preparing meals in a specific way, observing family rituals, or dressing appropriately for household gatherings, she was constantly under a microscope. Sumit's relatives, particularly his mother, never shied away from reminding Jenny when she wasn't living up to their expectations. Jenny's growing frustration. Fans could see Jenny's frustration building episode by episode. She wanted to support Sumit, but she couldn't shake the feeling that her needs were always coming last. "I gave up my entire life," she told producers, "and now it feels like I'm just a guest in someone else's home." She often confided in the cameras that she missed the quiet mornings she once had back in the U.S. The bustling home in India meant she could barely sip her coffee without someone questioning her about her day, her relationship, or even her cooking skills. Jenny also worried about the impact on her marriage. Instead of romantic evenings and new adventures with Sumit, their relationship was constantly weighed down by family obligations. Date nights were replaced with family dinners. Private conversations often turned into debates about cultural traditions. And no matter how hard they tried, Jenny and Sumit couldn't escape the looming presence of his parents' disapproval. Sumit stuck in the middle. For Sumit, the situation was just as complicated. He loved Jenny deeply, but felt torn between honoring his family's expectations and building a future with her. His parents had made it clear that living apart wasn't an option in their eyes. They wanted Sumit nearby, ensuring their needs were met as they grew older. Sumit often acted as the mediator, smoothing over tensions when Jenny clashed with his mother or father. But in trying to please everyone, he often left Jenny feeling abandoned. "I need him to stand by me," Jenny confessed. "If he can't, then what was all of this for?" Fans weigh in. Viewers of The Other Way had plenty to say about Jenny's predicament. Some sympathized with her, pointing out that she had already sacrificed so much to be with Sumit. Others argued that she knew what she was signing up for when she committed to life in India, where multi-generational living is the norm. Social media lit up with debates. Some fans admired Jenny's patience, while others urged her to push back more firmly against Sumit's family. "Jenny deserves peace," one fan tweeted. "She didn't move across the world to become a live-in daughter-in-law." Another viewer chimed in, "But that's the culture. If she wants to be in India, she has to adapt." Jenny's struggle for independence. Despite her discomfort, Jenny tried to carve out small pockets of independence. She decorated her corner of the house with a few personal touches from America, attempted to learn new recipes to blend in better, and even joined in on family traditions to show respect. But no matter what she did, it seemed she was always one step away from criticism. The lack of boundaries began wearing her down emotionally. Jenny admitted in one raw moment that she felt like she had lost herself. "I wanted a marriage, not a roommate situation with the whole family. I wanted to grow old with Sumit, just the two of us. Now, I don't know if that's even possible." The future of Jenny and Sumit. The question hanging over their storyline is whether Jenny can truly adapt to the living arrangement, or whether it will ultimately break the couple apart. For now, she has stayed by Sumit's side, clinging to the love that first brought her across the world. But her repeated confessions of unhappiness make it clear that this chapter of their journey is one of the hardest yet. Sumit has expressed hope that, over time, his family will soften and Jenny will feel more at home. But Jenny isn't sure patience will be enough. "I love Sumit," she said, her voice trembling. "But love doesn't mean I have to give up my happiness. I can't live my life feeling trapped." A story fans can't stop watching. Jenny and Sumit's story continues to resonate because it highlights the universal struggle between love and family expectations. Many fans relate to Jenny's desire for independence and privacy, while others understand Sumit's devotion to his parents. Together, they embody the complicated reality of cross-cultural relationships, where compromise often feels impossible and love is constantly tested by tradition. As 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way unfolds, viewers will be watching closely to see whether Jenny finds her voice or whether the pressure of family life in India proves too overwhelming. One thing is certain. Jenny may not have been happy about moving in with Sumit's family, but the tension it created has made for one of the most gripping storylines of the season.